working on developing excellence. The thing in the 21st century is different organizations, we have different culture in our work environment, in our workplace. But for me personally, I think excellence should be at the front burner. Excellence should be the reason why you wake up every day to go to work. Excellence should be what propels us every day to deliver our best in whatever we find to do in our working. Excellence should be ingrained in what we do daily. Excellence should be the reason why we try every day to be the best in whatever we do. And my topic today, how we can develop excellence as a culture within our organization. Like I told you before, I roll, I bark, and I have unraveled my evening journey. So to start off, since this afternoon, I would like all of us to roll as a lion. That is my way of connecting with you, my way of getting to know you more. So I know it might be a bit uncomfortable, but we can let people know that we are here as well. So can I have a loud roar like a lion? Thank you very much for that. And you know, to be excellent, you need to do things that are normal, things that not everyone finds comfortable doing. And that is the whole essence of excellence. Like I said before, these are my books. Dead Lions Don't Roll, Unravel Your Eating Gems and Dead Dogs Don't Bark. I have shared some of the leaflets. Dead Lions Don't Roll and Dead Dogs Don't Bark are inspirational poetry to kickstart us that yes, we can have a meaningful life, because many times in life, a lot of people spend the majority of their years in slumber. But the moment you are waking to that which you carry, then yes, you can go forth and conquer the world. You can live a life of impact and be the best wherever we find ourselves. Excellence. Wikipedia defines excellence as a talent or quality which is unusually good and so surpasses ordinary standards. When you are excellent, you don't just do it as a job. You don't just see it as a business. You are always striving to be the best. You wake up every day hoping to deliver the best version of yourselves. And that is what excellence mentality, that is what it does to us. Every day we are propelled to be the best. We just don't want to do the job for the sake of doing it, but we are committed to always put our best foot forward. We are committed to go over and above. That is the spirit of excellence. And in the workplace, this is the kind of mentality we need to ingrain amongst our colleagues, amongst all levels of employees, even within the leadership. You know, we may say, oh, our culture is inclusion and diversity, for instance, but excellence should be the bedrock. Because if the organization, if there is no excellence within our organizations, then we are just all wasting our time, because people do whatever they want. There's no accountability. No one takes ownership. So before I move this to the next level,
do we need the microphone, or you're all right?
Yeah, we can do that.
Everybody, can you hear him all right? Yeah, Mike, no, yes. No.
Okay. So in Dead Dogs Don't Bark, I have a spoken word performance titled Excellence. Before we move to the next thing, excellence. Cuddle up to excellence, else mediocrity can catch up with you like a heat wave, released in full force like a love oven baked. The days of long service awards are over. If your dream is to buy a Range Rover, then you have to embrace excellence. Promotions are not gift hampers to match up with your favorite Christmas jumper. Every day you see your bills rise. At night you dream of a bumper pay rise. Cuddle up to excellence as the days of buy one get one free are over. The big promotion sale to the unqualified is over. Mediocrity killed the farm in Andover. Ineptitude led to the collapse of the flyover. Let excellence be your image and cover, and watch your career goals come to fruition. Thank you very much. For me, excellence in anything we do, it doesn't matter the number of years you spent in that organization, it doesn't matter how long you have been there, it doesn't matter your position. We need to work, we need to embrace excellence in the workplace. Excellence should be ingrained into our culture. It shouldn't just be with the leadership. It has to be every starter, every structure of the organization, both from bottom down or bottom up. We need excellence to be the reason why we go to work every day. We need to be excellent in whatever we find our hands to do. We shouldn't just work just to get by, to earn our paycheck, but we should work to deliver our best, to be the best and nothing but the best. Look at my beautiful face on the screen. And here I'm just trying to say, most all of you are elegantly dressed, beautifully dressed today. It's because you are excellent. You just didn't turn up here today in shorts, in t-shirts, but you came up trying to make an impression, and that is the spirit of excellence. We could as well go to a £1 shop and just come here, but excellence means you could be winning your next big contract by visiting the NE Expo. You could be making a vital connection that may change your business altogether. You could meet someone that could change the course of your career altogether. So when even in our shopping, in our everyday affair, excellence is what we should embrace. In the way we dress, in the way we live, we must always strive to make an impression. We must always strive to always go over and above to deliver outstanding quality. And that is what excellence does for us. So I said excellence should be at the front burner. Excellence should be everything we strive for within our organizations. It should be top of the pile. Excellence should be what we aspire to be. You have a dream in your business to be top within your industry. Excellence is it. What can you do differently? In your career, you set yourself some goals, what you need to accomplish. It's not all about goal setting. What can I do to always deliver, to go over and above expectations? I remember back so many years ago when I was working within higher education in one of the universities in London, and at that point in time, it was just business as usual. It was, chilled out environment. And when I made my first foray into the financial services sector, it was just a different ball game altogether. And I knew at that point in time, what do I need to do to be different? What do I need to do to stand out? And I knew at that particular point in time, that would be excellence. Because when I got into the financial services, there were so many sub-stories of people getting hired and fired, but I knew for me to rise above, just getting a paycheck, just earning my wages, what I needed every day was to embrace excellence. I needed to take excellence as my companion, to go over and above, to deliver outstanding results. So in our work environment, ourselves and our colleagues, we must always commit to do the right things. We must not just see it as a work. We must take personal responsibility. In our day-to-day roles, in our business ventures, we need people that can take personal responsibility. Most of the failings we see today that we hear about financial institutions getting fined billions of pounds, millions of pounds, is because of lack of excellence. which is a subset of lack of ownership, lack of accountability, and lack of personal responsibility. So if we commit in our work, in our daily work, that we need to excel, we need to be the best, then we will take ownership, we will take responsibility. We will not just see it as a job. Because for us to build, excellence should be the mantra. Excellence should be the song when we all come to work every day. Excellence should be what we aspire for. Excellence should be what wakes us up in bed every day. You don't just come and do it and whatever the outcome is, I will take it like that. No, work shouldn't be that way. As a quick example, I'm going over to my friend here to deliver a cup of coffee, and I'm going, just doing anyhow, floundering my steps, not calculated. At the end of the day, the cup might fall off, and what I get is broken pieces of mugs on the floor, and we have to get someone in to clean it. I may hurt my feet in the process, all because I didn't commit to do it in a proper manner. But I come here with a call, serve majestically. You have your water. I've delivered it in an excellent manner to get to you to deliver it. But I've given it to you. End result achieved, and we all have the right outcomes. So for us to develop excellence as a workplace culture, we need to do and commit to do the right things. It should not just be, oh, whatever, I don't care. The days of I don't care attitude in the work environment, they are over. The days of just living and collecting the paycheck, I'm not bothered whatever happens, because it should all be about personal responsibility. Every of us, we have our part to play. If you have a business venture and you are thinking of taking it to the next level, you have your own part to play to get your business to the next level. You have your own part to play to get your organization to achieve their goals. So I said everyone must lead from their own silo. So I am a customer service officer. I must lead from where I am. You must not say, oh, I'm not the CEO. It's not my business. Because excellence means the mentality that I'm not just doing it to earn that paycheck. We must see our businesses from the CEO, Chief Executive Officer's view. You must have that lens on at all times. You don't have to be the CEO to deliver outstanding results. It must be a culture within our organizations. It must be a culture ingrained in us. Personal responsibility should be our mantra. In my role, I must take responsibility, because the idea is to get it right first time. The idea is to deliver results so that all stakeholders will have a favorable outcome. Because most times when organizations have failings, the media is quick to blame the CEOs. They come in for the attack. But the truth is that it's not the CEO that has made those mistakes. It's because of people within these organizations that they've taken their eyes off the ball. Where colleagues have taken their eyes off the ball, what we get is unfavorable outcomes. So when we develop excellence as a workplace culture, everyone gets round and committed to doing the right things. We all take ownership. That is the only way to raise a new generation of leaders. Ownership culture. We need people that will take ownership. I don't care what happens. You need to care what happens, because the outcome is what is called a ripple effect. The ripple effect of me taking my eyes off the ball, the ripple effect of not committing to doing the right things on the whole organization, it does a whole lot of damage. So within our in our roles, in our positions, we need to be the CEO. We need to take accountability. And in the 21st century, like I said in my book, the days of long service awards are over. Because in the workplace, we see a lot of wranglings. When you have a new colleague who has come through, maybe they've just spent like a year and they get promoted, and people are complaining, I've been in this organization for so number of years, I've not gotten any promotion. But the truth is that it's not a reward system to just promote people for not deserving. It should be about what are you adding value? Are you just collecting that paycheck? What are you doing differently? Because when you are excellent, you need to learn to do things differently. You need to commit to be the difference in the organization. The change we are looking for, it rests within us. It doesn't really, change does not mean that I have to be the CEO for me to effect change. You don't have to be the managing director to bring on the change. But within your position, within your workforce, you can commit to act differently. And all that will begin to get motivated through our actions, through our behaviors, our workplace behavior, entrenching an attitude of personal responsibility. And I talked about barriers to excellence in the workplace. Entitlement mentality. A lot of us will have entitlement. We believe, oh, that person is not deserving. Why is he in that role? He doesn't even have an idea of what they are doing. I can do it better. But in truth, even when we believe we can do it better, in our current position, are we doing it better? In our businesses, what are we doing? We know all our common enemies to excellence: procrastination, resistance to change. Many times in the organization, I'm told to move my desk from here to move there. I complain about it. Why am I being told to move? We are all used to our way of life. We are used to old systems. Many times in life, people are comfortable with what they are used to. So to try out a new challenge becomes a problem. But for us to develop excellence as a culture in our workplace, we need to shelve the entitlement mentality. Nobody is entitled to anything. Let our work, let it speak for us. What we put in, the input, let it determine the output. Not about what I am entitled to. It shouldn't be about entitlement. And most of the failures, like I said before, is due to lack of personal responsibility. People don't take responsibility in their roles. If you are conversant with the news, especially when it comes to financial services, every day you hear about failings within banks, the big banks, and fines being doled out from the US, from the UK, FCA. And why? Because somebody in a position took their eyes off the ball. Lack of ownership, lack of personal responsibility, which is a subset of working anyhow, not to an excellent nature. So the key takeaway from today is that when we get to our businesses, to our workplace, we need to work with a new mindset, a new orientation. We need to always put our best foot forward. When we watch a football match, the best strikers, they want to showcase themselves on the biggest occasion, Champions League final. They want to show the world, oh, I'm a good striker. We talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi for football fans, because that is an opportunity to show the world that yes, I'm deserving of being the world's best player. So in my career, in our careers as well, we need to always put our best foot forward. If there's anybody who can do this, yes, I can do it. And I will not just do it, I will do it to the best of my ability. And that should be the mantra. We shouldn't just have colleagues who are just happy to earn the pay but not willing to commit to do the work. And that is one of the key takeaways from today. And what I will also say, to develop excellence as a workplace culture, we must always entrench an atmosphere of having a reward system in place for people that do the right things. It could be a goodie box just to say thank you. Some organizations have vision boards. So in your offices, you could have a vision board whereby just to say thank you Tolu, thank you Daniel, thank you Peter, thank you Thank you, FEMA, for going the extra mile. So people get encouraged. When I see my name on the vision board, oh, they appreciate me. Because nobody wants to work in an environment where there's no appreciation, where nobody cares about what you do, or nobody cares about what you do, or if you do it anyhow, nobody is concerned. But basically, I would say we need to show appreciation to people, to colleagues that go over and above to deliver outstanding results. That should be part of the culture within our organization, always showing appreciation. And I would also say that mediocrity should be relegated to the back bench. We shouldn't let mediocrity thrive within our organizations. We should always have the garment of excellence. We must always encourage people to be excellent. So if whatever your hand finds to do it to the best of your ability. Don't just do it to earn the paycheck. And people who commit to do the right things, they are motivated as well. When they know there's a reward system, people appreciate them for going over and above to deliver outstanding results. Any questions?
Good question. Do you have advice on somebody putting their best foot forward and it's not the standard of excellency that you receive? So they do a job for you and it's not quite up to your standard, but it's as excellent as they could be. What sort of advice can you give for that situation?
Yeah, so for me, I would say if someone puts their best foot forward and that seems to be their best, and that is where coaching comes into play. Coaching, mentoring to deliver on what, because what is best to me might not be the best to you. So I may feel, I'm doing my best, I'm delivering my work to the best standards, but to you may, employers expect more. So for you may feel, I'm delivering everything I can, but I would say coaching and mentoring. We could always train colleagues we can always upskill them. If there's any training or coaching that we believe would impact them favorably, we can always encourage them, train them, and get them to the right standards. And if there's any way, we take feedback as well. If there's any way we can get feedback from our colleagues to say, oh, is there, get their own ideas on board. So you may feel this is the best way to do it, but they may have a different idea. So we need to also rub minds as well, take feedback on board, and that way, when you understand their needs as well, because not everyone, we do not learn at the same pace. Well, I would say mentoring and coaching, that will do a whole lot of trick in that area. Any other questions? Any questions?
Which song do you sing on karaoke?
I roll like a lion. I roll like a lion. So, like I was saying, excellence should be everything we want to do in our organizations. Excellence should be why we want to go to work, no matter the culture within your organization. And we have a lot of organizations with different cultures, with different activities going on in those organizations. But where excellence has not been entrenched, when people just do whatever they want to do, then we have, nobody is bothered. Nobody is bothered to put in the shifts. But we need to have a culture of people want to go the extra mile. I remember when I entered the financial services sector as a newbie from the education sector. When my colleagues in my old workplace, when they send me mail, Tolu, you seem not to be talking about your new workplace. I was like, wow, this is so fast-paced for me. Everything was just happening so fast. Today you could just see someone being walked out of the project and the job is over. Why? Because they failed to commit to do the right things. And I knew that for me to excel in this sector, I needed to be different. I needed to do things differently. Because excellence is ingrained with personal responsibility. It's ingrained with ownership. So For me to write 3 books, my first book, The Lions Don't Roar, came out September 2017. If I was just happy to be an author, I would be resting by now. After all, I am the author of The Lions Don't Roar. Yes, amazing. What a great feat. I've written 1 book. I can afford to go and rest. But the spirit of excellence means I have to strive to always do better than I did previously. So what did I do? I started writing my second book. Unravel Your Hidden Gems was born. I have a career, I have a job, I have a business, and I'm still writing. Why? Excellence. You need to learn, and when you are excellent, you manage everything effectively. Your life, your career, your relationships, nothing is flagging. Everything, you are in control. So when you are excellent, you are on the driver's seat in your career, in the work environment. You know what needs to be done and you do it. Many times people know what needs to be done, but they refuse to do it. And that is why we have a lot of failures in our organizations. And when we live here today, I want us all to be fired up in our businesses, in our work roles. When people see us, let them see a different being. Because people that get to the top in their careers, in their businesses, for you to enjoy to have a great business, a booming business, you must be excellent. You can't just do things the way every other person they do it. That's mediocrity. Because you can't get the best. You can't get the best by being mediocre. But when you are excellent in your business, you are passionate about it, there's this aura, there's this special feeling. You are always committed to do the right things. What do I have to do? You've written 2 books, good for you. What are you doing next? To be excellent in your career as well. What courses can I do to improve myself? What courses? Everybody in the work environment, they have a degree, good. Or everybody in the work environment, we all do the same thing, good. But what extra can you do? What extra can you do that can put you on top? If they say there's an opportunity in that organization, or if there's a contract to be won, if there's a new, I want to trade with your company, I look at you, who have you worked with? What have you done? I'm charged up, I want to work with you. Because of what? You've added value to your business. You've added value to yourself. And that is the mantra, that is what I keep preaching. We need to develop excellence as a culture in our workplace. We need to always aspire to be the best. To have a successful business, try excellence. It won't fail you. Every other thing might fail, but I can assure you, excellence will never fail you. Before I started climbing up in the career ladder, the only thing that worked for me well was excellence. That was the only secret. It was excellence, because I was always charging myself to be more and to do more. And for me, I will admonish you here today in your businesses, in your careers. You may have somebody who you are a career counselor to. Challenge them to be excellent and see if they will not climb up their careers. In your business, in your professional life, try excellence. Try and commit to be excellent, and you will get the best value. You will get the best value. You will always be the best in whatever you aspire to do. So, in our workplaces, we can develop excellence as a culture. We can be different. We can be the difference. We shouldn't just be part of the numbers. What is it known for? If I come to you, what are you known for in your organization? You should be able to say, I am known for doing the right things, for taking ownership, for taking personal responsibility. And these are the kind of colleagues we need. We need people to have the right mentality, not complaining. Because most times people complain, oh, it's tough, the work is hard, nobody wants to do what, we all know what's right, but we don't want to do it. So as you go today, my challenge to everyone who has attended today is that we must commit to be excellent in our work roles. Excellence should be our mantra. Excellence should be why we wake up every day. We must always strive to outperform our previous best. We must always strive to do things differently. If everybody is doing things the same way, how can I do it differently? How can I add value? That should be the mantra. And by doing that, what we have is an excellent organization, less negative press. Because what we get from all of the negative press, reputational issues in the workplace is because of lack of excellence. Colleagues doing the work without taking responsibility. Don't just see it as a job. See yourself as a CEO of that office, and we need to inculcate that mentality into colleagues in the workplace, that you are the CEO. It's not the organization. My website, when you come to the first floor, I will give you my business card. I'm always around, available. I'm a man, but I roar like a lion. I charge people up to discover themselves and to be the best version of themselves. I'm the author of Dead Lions Don't Roar, Unravel Your Hidden Gems, and Dead Dogs Don't Bark. And these are 3 inspirational books. I'm writing so many series. And I'm currently writing Dead Cats Don't Meow, which will come out next year. I'm also writing some children's storybooks, which about 2 will be released next year as well. After that, Dead Tigers Don't Growl. And there are so many books. Dead Birds Don't Twitter. So many books are coming out in the series. Yeah, so anytime you see a book titled Dead, just know, oh, it's that guy that was at the NE Expo. So I want to say thanks a lot for coming today to this seminar, and I hope you will have key takeaways to take back to your organization, to your businesses, as excellence is the only reason why we should be in that job. We should be in that. We should be earning that paycheck. Excellence should be at the front burner. If I'm not excellent, I will not even be anywhere here today, because a lot of us, we have great ideas and dreams, but excellence will help you put your dreams from ideas into reality. So to transform your dreams from ideas into reality is excellence. A lot of people have great ideas, unwritten books, unwritten songs, and all of that. But for you to be the best, you need excellence. You need to shun procrastination. You need to be in control of your life. You need to use your time wisely. And all these are part of the excellence culture in the workplace. I hope I've been able to convince you to take with you excellence, the garment of excellence, into your work environment and into your workplace. Thank you all so much for coming and listening. Thank you.